Yes.
So Peter, all night long, buddy, I was losing sleep over this. How long have we been working together?
Man, we've been working together since 2013, sir.
It's a long time.
Yes.
And we've lost a lot of deals. I get it. There are sometimes problems we can't solve. But yesterday's was a first for sure.
Anomaly, aberration, oddity, all those descriptions, bro.
No joke, man. I'm tossing and turning all night, literally like 2 a.m. I'm like, push button start. I got up, I just went and sat on the couch.
In all the years that we have had, you know, you never want to say this is the first time for everything, and that was the first time, and, you know, I took a walk up the block about it, you know, I mean, try not to get too emotional, but it was like the weirdest thing, you know, and just the way he said it, he's like, you know, I don't want it, bring my car back, as far as no problems with the trade value, totally okay. Oh, if it's push button start, I don't want it. And I told Bill, I said, why did you call her and tell her? He was like, no, she asked. Interesting, you know?
And this was, we had already gone through the whole process.
Oh,
test drive the
ready.
car, loved the car,
Loved
trade evaluation, agreed to terms, waiting on a credit app, push button start.
Everything. In my last gas effort, as I walked into the car, I said, I tell you what I will look to do. She can keep her car based on the value. I'll see if I can equate that to a discount just so you could, is this the only car you have? Yes, it's the only car. Well, you can buy the car, Bill, and we can take her car back home. I'll give you the same value off the price of the vehicle. And he said, well, let's just make sure I get this one back though. I checked in on him and I said, what's the good word? And he says, well, we're coming in tomorrow. But it's
All right.
11.
So maybe it will have a happy ending.
Maybe we'll have a happy ending. You know, you gotta stay tuned. I feel honored that when he comes in today, you know, I'll just work with you and see if we can get it done. He had said, let me guess, did you shred all the paperwork? I said, absolutely not, Bill, because I believe that your wife is gonna understand cars don't come with turnkeys as much as they used to anymore.
Yeah, because we're going from, what year is this Impala?
Well, the Impala is a
2010, over
Yes.
100,000 miles.
Yes.
I know it has leather and some stuff, but a 2010 Impala, I get it. For the time, I'm sure it's comfortable, like driving a couch.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking at a legacy, what trim?
Oh, we're in a limited model of navigation. Absolutely.
Yeah, and every one of those cars, like we talked about, they're all going to have push buttons.
All gonna have push button start.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like asking for a hamburger out of tofu. It's not the same thing, you know? A hamburger's gonna have meat. This car has the meat. And for some reason, she said she wanted to go vegan on that part of the burger, which, like I said, I just shook my head and baffled. Not mad, not frustrated, but just baffled just because of the signs of the times, you know?
No, I mean, that was one, I think we both walked in and we were like, how did we miss on this deal?
You know, I mean, there's so many things that sometimes we say, hey, we could look into this and see what we can do. But for someone to literally choose something that is so fixed to try to get us to do something, or I mean, I guess he didn't try, they just said they weren't going to do it. And it was a little bit of a tough one. I mean, numbers is usually something that we have to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
But when you have something so fixed and you say you don't want it, everything else worked. 99.9% this was the vehicle, budget, color, sedan, all those things he asked for. I did my part. So when you do what you're supposed to do and you end up in this twilight zone, it baffles the mind.
Like I said, I was super bummed out last night, but getting here first thing this morning, now we know they're coming back in at 11.
Yes.
I like our chances.
I like our chances too. Thank you so much for dealing with me, Smitty. We got one for the books.
We got another one for the books. You got a whole book.
Thank you so much, my man.